I've been incarcerated for 21 years. I've been wrongfully convicted for 21 years. But traumatic things can happen, but still you have to move forward and be strong, knowing that God has you in his hand, and when he brings you back to the light, you're gonna come out resilient.
What's your name, where you're from, how long you been down?
My name is Trayon Harbor. I'm from Wilmington, California. I've been incarcerated for 21 years. I've been wrongfully convicted for 21 years. And I'm here at Folsom State Prison. And right now I'm in the goal line. I'm at the goal line of getting out and everything being overturned. So I'm in a good place right now after going through all this.
So how's your spirit? How's your heart?
Oh, my spirit is good. My spirit is good. I'm closer than God than I ever been. And my heart is good. You know, regardless of what transpired and what took place, I just pretty much realized that this experience is about how God cultivated me for my purpose moving forward. And to be able to move forward without animosity, hatred, hostility towards any particular person, now that I realize that God was cultivating me into the man I am today, you know, my heart is perfect. My heart is perfect because I understand what took place now. Yeah.
Like I asked the other brothers, I like to ask, what's one of your favorite childhood memories?
Oh, my favorite childhood memory would have to be playing sports. You know, playing football and you know, enjoying the beach. You know, right in Wilmington, California, we right there by the coast, so enjoying the beach, playing football, you know, doing all that type of thing. Yeah.
Was there a particular moment in your life where you feel like you transitioned from a child into a man?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think this transition took place at 13, you know, and my mom, she basically told me at 13 that it's time for me to man up, time for me to start thinking how I'm going to start taking care of myself, starting getting a part-time job, start being more responsible for the things that I do. And it was a turning point because she told me that, you know, I'm not going to be providing things for you like I used to be providing your clothes and all this stuff. You have to start doing for yourself. So I think it's like a kind of like she gave me a bar mitzvah in the kitchen at 13, telling me that it's time.
What's a message that you want to get out there? What do you want to let the people know?
My message to the people in 2024 is to let them know that God is real and that he'll place a holy thing in a dirty place. So don't base who you are particularly on your surroundings and what you have to elevate from. You know, that is something in you that's great, that's being cultivated. And a lot of times we're put in messy situations and messy places to be able to come into that diamond. You know, it takes that pressure to develop. And the truth and the reality of life, a lot of people don't like to speak about it. You know, a lot of people don't like to speak about what can transpire that's ugly, that's traumatic. But traumatic things can happen, but still you have to move forward and be strong, knowing that God has you in his hand. And when he brings you back to the light, you're going to come out resilient. So never give up.
What's one of the common misconceptions that people on the outside have with the people on the inside?
That there's nothing that they can do, or there's not, or there's not nothing that they can do. But as far as like a lot of victims that's victimized, a lot of people that was victimized in this situation, they don't feel like they can reach out to the person that victimized them and get a positive response back. Like, a lot of these people in prison are sorry for the things that they did, and they need a platform to be able to express that. And you know, when they go into the board and stuff like that, they notify the victims like, hey, this guy is getting out, the boogeyman is getting out. But there's not a common ground before this even transpired to see if it's some reconciliation amongst the victims and the person that did that. A lot of these people, they've been living with it. They've been living with it for years and years and years, and they want to say sorry because they can't say sorry to the person that they hurt or the person that they may have taken away. So I think that more advocacy between defendants and prisoners and the victim's family need to create a bond right there and a space right there so we can get some reconciliation when it comes to justice being expense to the person that's doing time and the family.
Again, I asked the other brother, were you a fan of Frankie Beverly?
Frankie Beverly, yeah, Frankie Beverly from Atlanta, yeah, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of his. Not just crazy, but
Okay,
yeah,
just asking because
yeah.
it's something recent.
Recent passed away.
Recent passed away.
Yeah, James Earl John, yeah, yeah,
2 days ago.
yeah,
Yeah. 77.
yeah. James Earl Jones passed away. Yeah, James Earl Jones. He was just prolific in so many different ways, and the fact that he was able to stay relevant without always voicing his opinion in a negative way. People don't understand that he was a real activist behind the scenes, and he did so many things to pioneer what Black people can do in the film industry. You know, from being voices in The Lion King to Star Wars to a host of things. He goes back like with Sidney Poitier and them. He goes back. He's like up under them. Sidney Poitier and what was the other guy's name? Harry Belafonte. He's kind of like right up under them. So he's definitely a pioneer, and his life is a legacy. And he's an African American original, but he's American original too. There'll never be another person like him with that baritone of voice, even down to the documentaries that the behind his voice is in a lot of documentaries people don't know. So he's definitely lost. We lost one with him, but having gained one.
So if you could get out tomorrow, what's the first concert that you would go to?
The first concert that I would want to go to is definitely a Snoop Dogg concert. That's my boy. We'll have some catching up to do. And that's just a friend and a family friend. That's really family. That's just a friend. But overall, man, coming from the same humble beginnings and to see where he has came in his life today in 24, he'll be the first entertainer and family friend that I would want to be around and watch him perform, just because he on top of his game. And I'm born and raised from California, so Snoop Dogg is my favorite rapper. So.
Okay. One more thing, what's the very first thing you do when you get out of these gates?
Oh, the very first thing I do when I get out of these gates is make sure that I can get to my mother and let her know that her son made it and is home, and get that reconciliation with my mother, and get my father there if I can get him there too, because my mother and my father are still here with me. So really try to get that family unit and let them see 21 years went by, but we still together and we still here to enjoy each other.
Yeah. Love, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Between the lines, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.